Hello everyone, this is Ramona from Healing Inspiration, and today's reading is Messages from Your Higher Self. This is actually the second time I'm recording this video because once I was done and all ready, I accidentally deleted it and couldn't recover it. So here we are. So I am having a free giveaway once I reach 100 subscribers. Please look in the description box to see what you need to do to qualify for that. Please like this video, share it with anybody you think it would be helpful for, comment as to how it resonated, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So we're gonna just move on to the piles, and I will show you the cards for the piles. Pile 1 is Yamas. Pile 2 is Tapas. Pile 3 is Kundalini. Pick your pile or piles and we will get into your reading. And we'll begin with pile 1. Okay, pile 1, Yamas. If you chose this pile, I'm going to lay out your cards, messages for your higher self, and then we'll get into your reading. So, I am flexible and flowing. I am open to the new and changing. Every moment presents a wonderful new opportunity to become more of who I am. I flow with life easily and effortlessly. You have the King of Swords from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. From this deck, you have, you are spiritually connected to those you love. Then from the Chakra Oracle deck, you have Recovery. From the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, I choose to learn through love. From the Psychic Tarot deck, you have Suffering and Silence. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, you have Empowerment. And this says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Next you have Death and Rebirth from the Light Seers Tarot deck. From the Energy Oracle deck, you have Envy. From the Archetype deck, you have Artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. And finally, from the Universal Love Oracle deck, you have the Gateway. So, to start with, Tamas. It's you are becoming a reflection of your higher self. So you're very much coming in unity and harmony with who you truly are at your core essence. You have been ascending to this place in order to be in harmony. You're in harmony with the compassion of the divine. You live with honor, with integrity, with honesty, in union with all beings. You are this reflection of your inner self. You also are a person that lives from, probably your sacral chakra is really strong. So that is your sexual energy, your creative energy, and your emotional energy. And with this, I am flexible and flowing. I think you're learning to flow with the divine, and you're coming into a higher frequency and a higher vibration, and able to vibe with the vibration of love and joy. And these higher vibrations may not have been, a place you've always been able to do, but you've been growing, and you're learning to let go of control and receive the opportunities that are being given to you. And every moment presents an opportunity for you to enjoy. So I think you're learning to live more in the moment and appreciate every moment as it comes, because you're not a stranger to suffering. And I really feel either you have gone through some physical suffering and have been recovering from that and or have recovered, or another thing I picked up is possibly recovery from addiction, which that can definitely cause some suffering. You may have felt left out in the cold, and like literally left out in the cold. Maybe you were homeless for a time, that you lacked a home or a place you felt at home, and you tried to medicate yourself one way or another. But I think you've come through a lot of this, and you may have had many deaths and rebirths. And your higher self wanted to acknowledge you and how far you've come, because you've been through a lot, just a lot of really difficult stuff that not a lot of people would have been able to overcome. And not only have you overcome it, you're able, you have very strong intelligence, very strong communication skills. You're able to speak the truth with clarity in such a way that other people can understand it. You can take messages from the divine and speak into other people's lives to empower them to overcome some of the same things you have, or very similar things. You can be a rock of strength to these people because you have created your own path, and you've made a way where there seemed to be no way. And you really are coming into your divine being, your divine wholeness and magnificence, and the world is going to be able to see your sparkle and shine. You have entered through that gateway of suffering, but you're coming out whole. You're coming in to the light. And your story is going to empower and help other people. Because really the place where we can help the world is through healing ourselves. And you've been working on healing yourself. And you're coming into this place of unity with love and of love. And here too, I see there's a keyhole here where it says you're spiritually connected to those you love. So you have a keyhole, and then you have a key here in recovery. So I think you have the key, and I think you're like within your energetic field, there is a soulmate. Whether or not they're in the physical 3D, but I do believe there is a connection, at least on a higher level, with a soulmate. Something that is going to be rich and nourishing in your life. You're really coming into that place of love and home, and you're going to feel like home to other people, because you can really relate to other people on their level, because you've been through it and you understand it, and you have creative ways of expressing these truths that you have learned. So things that are not necessarily easily explainable in the five senses, you're able to channel that and bring it into reality where people can see and understand throughout whatever gifts it is that you have, whether it's writing or speaking or art of some kind, crafts, even in things that don't necessarily seem very spiritual, whether it's science or technology, whatever is your gifts, you are a channel of the divine and a gateway, and you've come through that gateway yourself. You've empowered yourself, and in your self-empowerment, you're able to then give that to other people. And I feel like as you let go of any control issues, you're going to become much more carefree. Things are going to become easier. Believe that life can be easy and free flowing, rather than believing that everything has to be hard. Pain is not an option in life, but suffering is. And suffering is how we view our pain and how we handle our pain, how we respond to pain. And you are a glimmer of hope in people's lives and people's recovery. And if you have been ill, you are going to recover, you're going to heal, you're going to become well. In your higher self, the spiritual realm, and your spiritual team want to say they applaud you. You have done such a great job and have gotten through darkness that not many people have been able to come through. And you are loved. I choose to learn through love. And in spite of the difficulties and the challenges and the obstacles, your heart is gentle and kind and loving and shines. And you have a gift to give people of what you've been through, and you can empower them. So this is your reading. I hope this blessed and inspired you, and I will be moving on to pile number 2. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my video. And we're going to move to pile 2. Here's pile 2. If you chose the card Tapas, we'll lay out the cards and then we'll talk about them. From the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the King of Pentacles. From the Chakra deck, you have Gossip. From this deck, you have In the End You Tried and You Cared, and sometimes that is enough. From the Power Thoughts deck, you have The Past is Over. This is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. From the Universal Love Oracle deck, you have Enchantment. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. From the Archetype deck, you have Don Juan. Spotlight your positive, seductive qualities. From the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, you have I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So maybe a dragonfly is significant to you, and if you want to look up the spiritual meaning of dragonfly, that might be helpful. Then we have Spaciousness from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Next you have Cornucopia. And that's from the Energy Oracle deck. And then you have Deception and Envy from the Psychic Tarot deck. So here we're going to start with this Tapas card. And this is regarding discipline. And it's saying that you have gotten where you are through discipline. And your discipline has been a commitment to living your best life and being your best self. And you've grown greatly in compassion and knowledge and wisdom. You're a very hard worker. And discipline comes from the root word of disciple, from discipleship. So it's someone who learns. So you learn from your mistakes, and you have overcome many obstacles. This is also saying that there are some things that you are releasing from your life. You may have had a loss of a relationship, or a loss of a person in your life. This is a loss you would have known. Whether it's just the loss of a relationship through a breakup, or the loss through death, this is saying you did everything you could, and you're not at fault. In the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that is enough. You did all you could. You cared. You did the best you knew at the time. It's okay. And I think you are letting go of the past, whatever did not serve you in the past, and you're continuing to let things go. Here it says the past is over. So there was a song that came up when I saw this card, and it's by Israel Houghton. It is a Christian song, but either way, whether you're Christian or not, I think it has a good message. It says, I'm not going back, I'm moving ahead. I'm here to declare to you my past is over. In you, all things are made new. Surrender my life to Christ. I'm moving forward. You make all things new. So all things are becoming new for you. You're gaining much greater space in your life, the spaciousness of those things that you are leaving behind. And as you create this spaciousness, what's coming in, what you are manifesting, is this cornucopia, this abundance of blessings. And you deserve these blessings. A new day is dawning for you. A new day is coming. A day of brightness. A day of blessing and abundance. I think you're becoming even more beautiful as you're growing. There's a sexy and seductive and beautiful quality to you. Here. Like you're becoming more free-spirited. You may need to, it might be helpful for you to go out, go on a date, do some flirting. Whether you have a partner, do it with your partner, or if you're single, get out and flirt. Just really step into that seductive energy. Feel sexy, put on some sexy clothes. You deserve this abundance that you're getting, and Spirit, your higher self wants you to know that you are on the right track, you're on the right path, you're doing the things that you need to do, you're releasing those things you need to release, and you're creating the abundance that you so want and deserve. And it's going to be flowing into your life. If you're not already, this King of Pentacles is saying you have everything in order. You are rich in abundance, in wealth, in money, in love, in home and family. You're a rich soul. Your soul is just rich. And you're going to be given an opportunity soon. It's going to be a solid opportunity if you have not already received this opportunity, and your higher self said this is an opportunity for you to go to. It has great potential for long-term growth. Particularly if you're not now in this King of Pentacles energy, whatever opportunity this is, whether it's an idea or someone is offering you this opportunity, it's going to be an opportunity for long-term stability. And if the question is whether or not you should go for it, the answer is yes, because it's going to be creating all of this abundance for you. and stability in your life, in your home, in your family. And also, I mean, as you're glowing up, I know that's used a lot, as you're glowing up, as you're becoming lighter and more free and free-spirited, and you're using your creative abilities, and you're manifesting abundance, and you're letting the old go, there will be some people who are envious of you and who are going to gossip about you and be jealous of what you have. It's basically just because they are jealous about what you have and what you've accomplished. But don't let them worry you, because you've earned what you got. Just be happy. Not saying being boastful or arrogant about all of your blessings and how much you've, attained in your life. But just be in a place of gratefulness. And if people really aren't, if they're, being underhanded and really being jealous and really don't think you should have those blessings, those are other people you should release to open up the door to just, not have those lower energies around you on a consistent basis. So you can fill that spacious place that you're creating with more happiness and joy and a bigger and better place for abundance and beauty. And I do see heart healing here. So whatever you're releasing from the past, your heart is healing. There may be some beautiful memories, and your higher self says, hold on to the beautiful memories. Enjoy the beautiful memories. Whether if it was the end of a relationship or a job, or if someone you loved passed, embrace the beautiful memories. I believe that if there is a past loved one, that they do give you messages. I would pay attention to dragonflies and butterflies, because I think that's saying that they're there with you. They're at peace. They're in the light. And there is greater beauty and joy and peace than they've ever experienced before. And they wish you could see, but not yet. They have more to do here. So those are the messages I have for you from your higher self. And we will be moving on to pile 3. I hope that inspired and blessed you. Please like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and comment and let me know how that resonated. And we will move on to pile 3. And pile 3 is Kundalini. Love me some Kundalini. And we're going to lay out your cards, then we'll talk about them. This says, I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. You have the Queen of Wands from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. From this love oracle, you have, love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. This card from the chakra deck, it says gratitude. Then from the Light Seers Tarot deck, you have the Empress. From the Universal Love Oracle deck, you have the Golden Path. From the Energy Oracle deck, you have Financial Constraints. From the Psychic Tarot deck, you have Moving On. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, you have Make It Gods. Release the idea of my as soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job. Freedom arrives. When there's no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. From the archetype deck, you have Virgin. The light attribute is maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck, we have attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So your higher self says that you are on the right path. You are on the golden path. That Kundalini, and Kundalini is simply life force energy, is awakening within you. You always have life force energy, obviously, in order to be alive. But now this is rising. And through that rising, you've been working through issues. There have been issues that come up. So as the Kundalini and the serpent rises across the spinal cord, symbolically, it releases issues to be healed, and it begins to cleanse you and awaken you to become in alignment with your higher self. This actually matches up together, that you're on the right path, and it is the path of enlightenment and awakening. And don't be surprised that these feelings of fear and judgment and pain come up in this process. Your former traumas are being processed and brought to the surface to be healed, so you can be in alignment with your higher self. And you are, in fact, this beautiful Queen of Wands, this awesome Empress. This is the divine feminine. So you are definitely, if you are concerned at all, you're very attractive, very sexy. There's a charisma about you, a magnetic energy. If you're not physically pregnant, you're pregnant with creation. You're about to birth. Like, there's a lot of energy just bursting forth in your life. So you're about to birth a creative project. Something creative and prosperous is coming through you and being unleashed within you. You're going to be seen and known, and you're going to create a lot of growth. And hear this message: love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. So if you don't yet have a soulmate in your life, the way to attract this person, and you have very magnetic energy, is to, you know how you've loved other people? You do return that to yourself. You wouldn't call other people ugly or stupid or lazy or anything like that. You wouldn't say that crap about anybody else. Don't say that about yourself. Actually, turn that love inward. So however you were able to, you gave gifts, you gave them massages, you gave them time and energy and affection. Do that for yourself, and that's going to draw that love into you further. You may be healing some relationships with gratitude and appreciation for one another. There's a lot of new growth and new possibilities for you. And I feel like you're moving away from that lack mindset, that feeling that, you know, you can only have just your bare minimum needs met. God wants you to be abundant. Your higher self wants you to be abundant and have what you want. It's not selfishness. In fact, when you're abundant, when you're rich, you're going to bless everybody else that's around you. When you're abundant in joy, you're going to bless everyone around you. When you're abundant in love, that's going to bless everyone around you. When you create those healthy boundaries and you take care of yourself, that's going to bless and inspire everybody around you. Because you are a light in the dark place for people. And especially with your Kundalini rising and you coming into alignment with your higher self, you really are a bright light. And you are enough. You are enough. You are worthy. And you have the right to stand up for yourself. You have the right to create those boundaries. You don't have to be an asshole about it, but you can be firm about it. And I do see, if you've had any separation with a loved one, that there is going to be healing. There's going to be healing. People are going to look to you to help them. Because I think you've been through the shit yourself. I feel there's been some kind of a trauma or traumas, maybe repeated traumas in your past that may have made you feel dirty, made you feel ashamed. But it had nothing to do with you. It was not your fault. And this says, your higher self is telling you, you are a symbol of purity, of heart and spirit. You're a pure soul. You're clean. You're clean. You're pure. You're holy. You're worthy. And you're doing the right thing of moving away from that lack mindset. There's a lot of love and abundance and purity and a richness of spirit here. And you're really going to be a light to others and heal some relationships in your life and walk away from some others and healing any childhood traumas and realizing your value and your worth and seeing your own beauty and loving yourself for the beauty that you are. You're aligning and your Kundalini's rising. You're going to have more energy. You may have some Kundalini rising symptoms. There might be ebbs and flows of emotions as your Kundalini rises, but that is okay. And also let go of the outcome. Allow the universe to be free to provide what you ask for in many possible ways. There are unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential. Don't limit the universe to one particular way and one particular thing. Let the universe be creative as you are creative. And I see more joy entering your life. More joy in your heart that radiates outward, more gratitude, more growth and alignment, and coming in alignment in your relationships and within yourself. So now I think I'm repeating a lot of what I said, so we'll end this reading now, and I hope this blessed and inspired and encouraged you. Please like the video, share, subscribe, and comment how it resonated. I really appreciate it. And for all of you who have made it this far, I thank you for coming here, and I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful and blessed day, afternoon, evening, life, all the time. And thank you for coming. Goodbye.